Starting off on our back. Okay, taking legs up the wall pose to start off. So we're going to take the block. I'm going to face this way for now. And we're going to put the block under our sacrum. Bring the legs up. Bring the arms up. And just take a moment to calm the mind. Slow down the breath. In the next 3 to 4 breaths, see if you can take an inhale to the count of 4, 3, 2, 1, and then hold the breath for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Then inhale to the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your arms over your head. Take your right leg down, left leg down, and take about 3 to 4 breaths just like this. Then on your next inhale, keeping your hips elevated with your block or bolster, take your right knee in, stretch your left leg long. Now roll the ankle. And then you can roll it in the opposite direction. And then you can stretch your leg long. Release that leg down and bring your other leg in through the knee. Stretch the leg long on the other side. You can roll the ankle. And then you can stretch your leg long. Bring the leg down. Take the block out of the way. Now bring the right knee in without the block or bolster under you. Cross the leg all the way over. And then bring the leg center. Left knee in. And then take the leg all the way across. Good. Bring it back to center. Roll onto the belly. And then bring your forehead down and start to windshield wipe the legs from side to side. Good. Next time your legs are up, release the left leg and bring the right leg in. Holding on to the right leg, releasing the quad of that front leg. Good. Release the leg. Right hand under my forehead, and I reach back for my other leg. Stretching through the quads. We had stretched a little bit through the hamstrings. Release. Now we're going to stretch through the inner thighs. So we're going to go sideways and we're going to start off in a child's pose. Okay. If your knees are tender, put little pillows under your knees. Okay. Or double up your mat. Okay. Keep your blocks or bolsters handy. And then the idea is from child's pose to lift the tail so it is in alignment with the knees. And then to separate your little feet out like little frogs. Then you keep separating the knees to your degree, totally personal. So I'm here on my forearms and I'm holding myself up, but then I can bring a block or a bolster under my chest to help relieve some of that holding up I'm doing. And I can bring a second block under my forehead if I want. Then I'm not holding up my head. I'm not holding up my chest. And then the fact that I'm supported gives me a little more space so that my inner thighs feel like I can open up and relax. So working through the inner thighs here. And then to come out of it, coming off that support system first, blocker bolsters, shifting back into child's pose, and then bringing the legs a little closer together. Okay, so from here, we're going to take a pigeon variation. We're going to start off with a seated pigeon, see how that works. A nice thing for you to do is just work on sitting crisscross applesauce, right ankle kind of in front of left. And you can take your block and sit on your block. That's a great option. If you feel you can go further than that, then you can take your right ankle and stack it over the left thigh. My foot is hanging off the edge. And then this knee is kind of separated from the other foot. So then I can create almost like a little wedge. Okay. So now this is taking care of the outer part of the hips, right? When we were doing that frog or that child's pose variation, it was taking care of the inside of the hips. This is more of the exterior part of the hips. I guide you through these poses, and you don't have to stay there as long, or on the same token, you can stay there longer if you want. You can also do this pose leaning up against the wall. Okay, release. Shift your feet or your knees a little bit side to side so you can do the other side. So my first version, I had my right ankle in front of my left ankle, or my right ankle above my left knee. This time I'm doing my left ankle above my right knee, or if you can't do this, you just do left ankle in front of right ankle, okay? And you can sit by elevating your hips if you want. Also wedge under the knee if you want. You'll probably feel it most on the outer bottom leg hip. But really, you end up feeling it most where you need it most. Coming out of it, unless you want to stay longer, we'll do a little shoulder stretch before we call it a day. So for the shoulder stretch, just lie on your back, okay? And roll over to your left side, and then take your right hand and either sit or place your hand below your sacrum, midway, or all the way up. I like to put my other hand on my belly and just notice the rise and fall of the belly as I breathe. And then just focusing on that becomes a mindful connection. It takes my brain away from my to do list. And then it'll be time to do the other side. So, the best way to come out of this is to bend the leg of the arm you're doing so that you can help roll onto the side, release the arm, roll the wrist, open and close the hand, maybe even take your arm over your head and down a few times. And then we do the other side. So, same thing, back of the hand moves in. Bend the knee, roll to the side, come undone. And just take a few moments to rest here with no agenda. Just arms extended, legs extended, close the eyes. And take a few moments to just relax and breathe. Wiggle fingers and toes. Take your arms over your head. Inhale and just roll to your side for a breath or two. And then you can come up to your seat. I thank you for joining the On Demand Library. I hope this little stretchy flow helped you. Namaste.